Hey guys, and welcome to my first Bukkit tutorial. And today we're going to be using Windows 7. If we go into Google Chrome, which is one of the best browsers for Google, we want to go to bukkit.org. Now, you want to get craftbukkit. Unfortunately, this will not work anymore because it has been shut down by the DMCA on that site. Just for the heads up. Where you really want to go is Spigot, and you want to go to spigotmc.info. Now, you want to go to downloads. Downloads here. And that's not the place. You want to go to resources, I believe. No. Anyways, I'll be right back. Hey guys, my bad. You wanted to go to spigotmc.info, which will be in the description. Alright. So, now you just want to click Bukkit 1.8 download, and it'll say craftbukkit server. Let's change that to craftbukkit.jar. Now, we want to save that to our desktop. I'll be right back when it's in our folder. Hey guys, welcome back to the tutorial Bukkit. You can see that our craftbukkit is in the window. All we need to do is now run that, and it will start creating files. Just give it a second here. It will start creating logs. I'll be right back when everything's loaded. Hey guys, we're back with logs, craftbukkit, EULA, and server. Now these are probably the most important things on the server. The logs is where you keep all of the logs, pretty much. Go ahead and delete that. And we have EULA, which is going to see this shuts down the server because EULA, our EULA, whatever that is, we want to change it to true and save. Now, you'll see that this has nothing in it, which you will not see, most likely. If we just run this, again, it will create files, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, look at all that juicy meat. We have logs, plugins, world nether, world the end, banned IPs, banned players, Bukkit commands, craftbukkit, EULA, help, ops, permission, server, user cake, and whitelist. These are all critical files to the server. So, here we go. We're going to look at first. We need a new text file, which will create a GUI, which is a GUI, an interface, pretty much like, oops, that's a new folder. Oopsie, my bad. Sorry about that, here we go. And this is where it gets serious, guys. So I'll be right back with this text that we're about to type into this window. Great, so we have some text that will all be in the description. Is way too hard to type in. Trust me, I just copied it myself. Kind of lazy. Anyways, so we want to save this. So go to save as, and we're not just going to save it as new text. So it can either be start, that's not how you're supposed to start, or run.bat, or batch file. Remember, this is for Windows. So if you want to run something, and I think it'll work for Mac too. I'm not even sure, really. So don't listen to me, really. So here we go. Save. Run.bat. Alright. You'll see that it worked because it's highlighting stuff. Anyways, see you guys back on the server. Oh, look at that. Now let's see what it does. Oh my goodness. Look at this. So what it's about to do is one of the craziest things you're ever going to see in your life. Look at all that. So it's going to prepare the spawn area real quick. Oh my goodness. Isn't that crazy? Alright. Preparing spawn area. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? So now, I want to give you one basic command. Stop. That is one of the most basic things ever to do in your server, is the stop command. Now what we need to do is change our server name and a couple other things. Now you're going to see, that's a lot of stuff. So I want to teach you all about all of these things, or some of these things, and how you can use them for your server. I'll see you guys there. Hey guys, welcome back. And so we can first talk about generator settings. That's basically the seed, I guess you could say. And the op permission level below it is how many commands they can use. I'm not sure about that exactly. It's 4 by default. The resource pack.hash is just if you need like a I guess you could say like a resource pack on there. And then the level name, you don't really need that. You can say allow nether. I'm just gonna allow true. Enable query, not really sure. Allow flight, you know what that means, like flying. And creative. Announce player achievements. That's gonna be critical because it can be really annoying for your survival world in it. And I'll talk about different worlds in a little bit. The server port 25565. That just leave it as it is unless you're running 2 servers at once. That's critical because if you're running 2 servers at once, then you need to change the port. But anyways, max world size, that's like how many chunks I think it is. Level type default, like if more world settings, you can say let's see like default, super flat, customize, you know, that kind of thing. Enable remote control. I don't know. Force game mode. That means forcing the game mode every time they join. So the level seed. Don't mess with that. Don't mess with that. Max world, max build height. Don't really mess with that. You can kind of mess with spawn NPCs, villages, stuff like that. Whitelist. So let me explain something about whitelist. It's allowing just certain players to join your server. Spawn animals, pretty basic. Snooper enabled, don't really mess with that either. Hardcore, because Snooper is mojang, looking at your server and make sure that. Anyways, resource pack. That's again like resource pack hash. It's kind of like setting up like a special thing for that. Where were we? PvP, stuff like that. True, is it false? Difficulty 1. I'm just gonna set it peaceful. Enable command block, definitely true, because that's mostly how you can do commands. And then game mode 0, max players 20. You can change that a little bit. Doesn't really matter. Spawn monsters, generate structures, and then the mod of the day or something like that. You can, and I just want to teach you a few things about the mod. You can color it, you can bold it, you can italicize it, you can underline it. It's pretty darn easy to use. You can pretty much, you know, do different stuff with it. It's a pretty critical part of your server for your users to be like, is this going to, like, what's going on the server right now? Do I want to join because of that event? It's kind of like an advertisement. So by default, it's a Minecraft server. But what if we want to jazz that up a little bit, like global craft but that's just blank and it's gray and it looks really bad. Let's make it gold. ID in the description. Now, this little symbol is called a section sign, and how you do it, you hold down Alt, alternate, option. I don't know what it is for Mac. It's either 7 or 8, and then you do 21 and then release, and you have that section sign right there. Now, after you configure this, you must press save, and I've been a fool not to do this before. It doesn't save at all if you don't do that. So here we go, run, stuff like that. Let's talk about permissions a little bit. I'm not really sure. You can look up that. I still need to do a little bit of that. So craftbukkit. So craftbukkit. Look at that. That's our executable jar file. Commands, bucket, ban players, ban IPs, stuff like that. Easy, are they banned or not, stuff like that. Anyways, now it gets to be a Bukkit server. I'm making mini games and like multi-world, because you only have one right now. So let's get into that. Hey guys, welcome back to Chrome, and what we want to type is Bukkit plugins right there. So here we go. This is the most popular one, but I wouldn't recommend it because it's a little bit hard. I mean, if you were looking for something and it wasn't on the site that I'm about to go there and try and find it, stuff like that. But really, where you want to go is Bukkit plugins, Bukkit. You might recognize this site from the first thing. Don't go here, but now you want to go here if you want plugins, if you want good plugins. So you can kind of look around, and remember, we wanted to make multi-worlds, right? So what we want to do is go to search and type in multi-world, and this is what I use. It's a really, really great plugin. Here we go, multi-world. I want to show you how you install them as well. So it gives you a lot of commands and info on the plugin here. History, multi-world, became inactive, stuff like that. If it's been used before, giving people credit for it. Authors, stuff like that. But up here, you'll notice an ad, and below it, there's tickets and downloads. A ticket is like for bugs. You can tell the creator directly about bugs and what bugs there are in there. So for a minute, you want to click on download here, and then you'll get all the changes and bug fixes. But what you really need is click on that again, and you'll get multi-world. Put it in that plugins folder, and I'll see you there. Alright guys, welcome back. Here's the multi-world. You'll notice this plugins folder. What you want to do is put a smack dab right there, and you can use that commands on that page that we were just at, and that will be in the description as well. So yeah, so now we can run our server just using run.bat, and you can look for other plugins on the Bukkit site right here. All you have to do is go back to the Bukkit plugins. These are the most recent ones. Hub that, hub stuff, teleportation, and it'll give you different there's different categories too, so you can go to filters here, admin tools, and you can whatever, stuff like that, beta, alpha, planning, release, mature, stuff like that. And you can also do CurseForge, other stuff like that. I am Sir Global IV. I will see you guys all next time, and goodbye.